a natural death. Now, the issue which actually a lot of the traditional leadership inputs that we got, and even from the religious institutions, was the question of whether the two other existing black political formations are correct instrument to could replace the ANC, which is going to naturally die because it has lost its relevance, it has fulfilled its historical mission. And a correct response, which I can corroborate with practical knowledge of, and intimate knowledge of what happens in both of the two other black organizations, they are not the alternatives. The EFF is not an alternative to the crisis of South Africa. If anything, it will deepen the crisis of South Africa.
Why?
Because it's directionless, one, but two, it has adopted habits and mannerisms of the African National Congress. I think we've made this observation publicly that if you check the conduct of its deployees in government, it's not dissimilar from what the ANC deployees do. And I know this because when I was in the EFF, I was responsible for government or governance. So a lot of complaints would be brought about the conduct of those that are deployed in government. And whenever we'll intervene, there will be an organizational resolution to protect wrongdoing. So that is part of the reasons why we have to disassociate from such a movement that develops and adapts mannerisms of an organization.
But you held the second most powerful position in that party.
So this is what happens.
Are you therefore saying that you were powerless to correct the wrongs that you are observing?
So this is what happens with my organizational character. Everyone else that we have led with before is that I will never impose my individual views and perspectives on the collective. In many instances, even when you know that this is not consistent with your personal beliefs and values, I've always subjected and I will always subject myself to the collective view. And I always teach about and preach democratic centralism because I believe it holds organizations together.
So,
but
let me ask this. Let me ask this before you conclude.
Oh, yeah, that's fine, sure.
How soon into the existence of the said party did you notice that behavior? So
the participation in government, and I purposefully...
PMD offers comprehensive car insurance that you can trust from as little as $620.
Purposefully pushed that the party should participate in government because I wanted to check the conduct of some of the individuals. And you must remember that the participation in government happened, I think, from the last 3 years. Before that, it was just an opposition party. But direct participation in the government happened in the participation in the city of Johannesburg after the reconstituting of the municipality and Ekurhuleni, Nelson Mandela Bay,
city of Tshwane.
And Tshwane and all of those other areas. And some of the conducts and habits of some people, it's what they were accused of when they were very young elsewhere, in terms of how they related with government, their mannerisms, the directives that they would give to those that are deployed in government. And ourselves, as a far much more organized formation and guidance to those who are deployed in government, would have weekly meetings to Sakina and say, how many jobs have we created this week? What programs are you going to do to impact on the people this week? And then get account on that. But that got to be abolished and a different mandate of self-enrichment was imposed on those that are deployed in government. That is when some of us began to pull back and say that this is not what we founded. This is what we can never associate with such a type of politics in terms of what got to happen.